Hello, my name is Faiza and I'm 42 years old. I am proud to represent the South Asian community here in Buckinghamshire. Over the last 8 years, I have dedicated my life to serving our community, becoming a trusted friend to those seeking support and guidance. This community research project has allowed me to listen to the voices of my community in a way that I had never experienced before. This was my first venture into research, and while I had previously worked as a health improvement tutor, this project opened my eyes to the real stories behind the statistics. It was a calling that pulled at my heartstrings, a way for me to connect with the women in my community and to hear their truths. The mentorship I received was invaluable, making the research process feel much less daunting. I truly believe we need more community researchers to bridge the gap in health inequalities. Meeting face-to-face with other community researchers from different backgrounds who were also receiving mentorship allowed us to learn from each other about what works and what doesn't work in our respective communities. Additionally, being part of a WhatsApp group enabled us to quickly reach out for support from our mentor and other researchers when we needed it. During this project, I engaged with the Asian women from disadvantaged backgrounds, listening to their experiences within the health and social care system. I learned about the struggles, what they found difficult, what they feared, and what improvements they needed to thrive. If I hadn't reached out to them, their voices would have remained silent. To reach these women effectively, I adapted my approach by attending the local social classes where they felt comfortable. These spaces were created for other leaders in my community who trusted me and kindly opened their doors to allow me to reach these safeguarded communities where many vulnerable women in need of support. I realized that letters and leaflets were not effective in my community. The true connection lay in face-to-face conversations. It was through these heartfelt discussions that we made progress together. As I began my research, I was struck by the trust our community placed in us. When they opened up to me, sharing their struggles and experiences, I felt a profound responsibility to ensure their voices were heard. This trust is precious and it is vital that we sustain and nurture it. We must be transparent so that our community understands the changes take time. Funders need to provide a space to keep in contact with my community so we can report back on changes and emphasize the importance of their involvement in the research. We need to find a solution to short-term funding, as my community is tired of talking without being involved in the process. To be part of the process from the beginning to the end, we need long-term support. Through my work, we discussed their encounters with the health services and the barriers they faced, barriers that often left them feeling isolated and unheard. Listening to their stories filled me with the strength and confidence to fight for them. I learned that the research process is significant, not just for the data it provides, but for the human connection it fosters. I am determined to create a safe space for an open conversation where women can share their experiences without fear of judgment. The most significant outcome of this project is that in safe space, women can now feel free to discuss previously silenced issues such as mental health, cervical screening, and how to make a vital GP appointment. They have learned that they do not have to struggle in isolation. They have voice and a community that listens. We have a long journey ahead to keep them engaged as they are tired of tokenism. While empowering the Asian women in my community brings many strengths such as deep culture values and trust, it also presents challenges. Stigma around sensitive subjects like mental health still linger, and language barrier barriers often prevent access to much needed support. Many women feel they must rely on family members to navigate these systems, which can be daunting. This project is just the beginning of rebuilding trust between our community and healthcare providers. As a community researcher, we stand as a bridge, translating the whispers of our community into a clear call for change. Our voices must resonate with the decision makers so they understand the challenges we face and how they can help alleviate our struggles. I'd deeply like to say thank you for all allowing me to share my journey. Together, let us continue this important work and bring about the changes our community so desperately needs.